Wait, what? Studies have shown that within the first 7 seconds of meeting someone, you make an impression of who they really are. And other studies have shown that within 1/10 of a second, we evaluate just how trustworthy people are. In this video, I'm going to share why it's so important, specifically for entrepreneurs, to dress for success. Now, I want to start out by a really interesting stat that says that 55% of another person's perception of you is how you look. Now, this might come across as startling to entrepreneurs specifically because we've all seen in the media tech entrepreneurs like Mark Zuckerberg and others rolling around their offices in a t-shirt and sweatshirt. I've got some news for you. You are not Mark Zuckerberg. Well, I'm not? It's critical that you understand, never underestimate the power of your own image, because ultimately this comes down to respect. This is respect for both parties, for yourself, the entrepreneur, and whoever you're meeting. That could be a potential employee that you're going to hire, a potential business partner, investor, or a customer. So it's super important that respect is paid on both sides. So here's why it's so important to dress to impress. Now, I want to start out by saying you have to be comfortable. You don't want to wear a costume. You don't want to feel like you're wearing a costume for someone else. Now, you might be wondering, well, why are you wearing a suit? To be honest, I am very comfortable wearing a suit. Do I wear a suit every single day? No, I do not. I rarely wear a suit. The idea here is being comfortable in whatever it is that allows you to be confident, because when you're comfortable, you're confident. And when you're comfortable and confident, it allows you to sell your vision that has potentially not really been realized to any extent. So this is my third point, that you are selling a vision with little or no traction at all. So because of this, you are a proxy for the potential of your business. And this is specifically true for entrepreneurs, where it's less true for more successful business people who already have a track record. The fact that you're even watching this video shows that you're a hungry entrepreneur and you're looking to learn. Again, you are not Mark Zuckerberg. It is part of his brand to roll around in a t-shirt and a hoodie. By the time he secured his first investors, his platform had millions of users. Again, you are not him, so it's really important to be comfortable in your own skin, to be comfortable in whatever it is that you're wearing while being respectful. But also remember that when you're comfortable, you're more confident. And when you're more confident, you're able to present your ideas in a more compelling way. And by doing so, you're remembering the fact that you are selling a vision with little or no traction at all, because you are that proxy. Now, who are you being a proxy towards? So you're a proxy for your business, but who are you actually meeting with, and who are you respecting in mutual beneficial ways? So that's your customers. You have to meet your customers where they are, and you have to be dressed appropriately for whatever it is that you're doing. So if you run a restaurant versus a tech company, for example, at MySwimPro, it's more appropriate for me not wearing a suit, but to wear a swimsuit. And so it really depends on the type of business you have and the type of customers that you're trying to reach. The type of but the type of industry partners that might be international, but the type of partners that you're trying to reach, the type of employees you're trying to engage. And of course, if you're looking for investors, it's really inappropriate to show up in a swimsuit as opposed to a normal suit, or at least a button-down shirt, or even a t-shirt that doesn't look too wrinkly. So it's really important to match who it is that you're trying to meet with, so that way there is respect on both sides. And finally, it's important to build your reputation and your personal brand. For myself at MySwimPro, the personal brand is actually the inverse coloration of a suit that I'm wearing right now. So instead of a blue suit and a white shirt, I normally wear a white sport coat and a blue MySwimPro t-shirt like this. It's really important to build your personal brand, and this develops over time. It's really important to be yourself, stay true to who you are, and don't try and be someone else. Because remember, you're not the tech mogul that has 50 million users on your platform. You're most likely starting from scratch, and you have to build your reputation over time. Remember, your first impression is your lasting impression, and it comes down to respect. And I'll reinforce, you should not feel like that you have to put on a costume to do business. You have to find the middle ground. So if you're comfortable wearing a t-shirt and flip-flops all the time, that actually might work a majority of the time. But there are certain instances where you've got to get a little bit out of your comfort zone just to meet with the respect of the person that you're meeting with. And that's my first point here of how to dress to impress. It's dress for your customers' comfort, not your own. That could be your customer, it could be your investor, it could be a potential partner, but it's really important that you are respecting whatever it is their normal is, and you conform a little bit towards their normal without drifting too far from yourself. Point number 2, it's important to look fresh. Now, what does fresh mean? It doesn't mean you have to wear a suit. If you are wearing a suit, make sure it has buttons, make sure it's not that wrinkly, make sure it doesn't have any excessively noticeable things wrong with it. If you're wearing a t-shirt, same thing. Make sure it doesn't have any holes in it. Be respectful of the people that you're meeting with. It shouldn't be too baggy. It shouldn't be too revealing. This is especially important for both guys and girls. Make sure you're respectful of the person that you're meeting. And don't forget about the details. That's your nails. If you're shaving, make sure you have a nice trimmed, groomed beard. Makeup, perfume, these are hair. These are all things that play the part. And it's really important if your style is to be really messy. Again, that's totally fine, but you can do it in a respectful way, meaning if you're not used to gelling your hair, don't gel your hair. Make sure it doesn't look like you just got electrocuted. Be clean, be presentable. Also, the accessories. It's really important to not be too excessive in either direction when it comes to accessories. I'm talking about watch, pins, jewelry, earrings. Remember, your first impression is your lasting impression. So if you're wearing a suit or you're wearing a sport coat, the pins that you wear are actually important. I'm representing the Wayne State University pin right now, represent, go Warriors. And if you're wearing a jewelry, make sure it's not too excessive. Again, if that's part of your personal brand as the entrepreneur, to have this kind of jewelry, or maybe it is that you're selling the jewelry e-commerce, that's awesome. Make sure you're highlighting the best products on yourself if that's what you're actually doing. And earrings, again, same concept as jewelry. Make sure it's not too excessive unless you're specifically highlighting the thing that is your earring. Be yourself. Do not copy anyone. It's super important that entrepreneurs dress to impress, specifically to respect the people that they're meeting with. Don't try and be anyone other than yourself. Let me know in the comments what dress to impress means for you as an entrepreneur or a business person. Whatever it is that you're working on, it means something a little bit different to everyone. So I'm curious to know in the comments what you guys think. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big like. Also, subscribe to the channel for more entrepreneurship tips. I wish you guys the best. Take care and dress to impress. Wait, what?